All right, ready? Go. Are we live?
We are.
Yeah, we live. What up, everybody? What's going on? Happy you were able to make it out. Who do we got?
Happy Hump Day.
Who do we got? Who do we got in our?
Let's see here.
Who we got here? Who's watching?
We got Caleb. We got Gay. Michelle.
Okay.
All right.
What's going on?
What up, peoples?
This should be interesting. Gay, did you get your situation situated over there with your Skype? Gay and I had a very good DMing going on today. Trying to get her situated with her Skype.
Jeannie checking in. Okay.
All right. It's Casey, right?
Yep. It should be Casey. Yep.
Yep. Very nice. So yeah,
it was Casey.
Yeah. So tonight we kind of figured we'd do something a little different.
A little bit more laid back.
Yeah. I'm waiting to see if the person who kind of gave me the idea chimes in, which would be nice. We're waiting for Susan Graham, little Freckles Graham, to chime in. Hopefully she does, but I haven't heard from her all day on Twitter. If you guys can get a hold of Susan, let me know, because this is we're kind of like riding on the
This was her original.
I'm totally. What do you mean technical difficult? What?
It just skips to this.
Why is our internet Why is our internet torturing us tonight? All right, so I'm going to turn off my Wi-Fi on my phone, and hopefully that helps. Look how he just hangs on my shoulder and looks all sweet and stuff. We do have some bad weather here currently.
Yeah. Wind and rain.
We're getting some shit from what's that freaking tropical storm, Nate, or some shit like that. So yeah, we do have some bad weather right now currently, so that might be also causing a little havoc. CJ, we will not be in Atlanta. We will be in New Jersey. We'll be in New Jersey with Oscar in December. So we're actually not sharing a table with him. We'll have two tables at his booth, and we'll have one of the tables. Hey boys, how's life? What? Sorry.
I don't know.
Waves like a monkey who lost her banana. Hey boys, how's life?
Did you answer CJ's question already?
I did. I just answered CJ's question. Yeah.
Sorry, I was checking Twitter.
Oh. So yeah. Anyway, this is how we're gonna kind of do this. If you guys would like to chime in, it's not that we didn't want to go to Philly. You know, there's budgeting, there's time, there's work, money.
Work's been a little crazy lately for us.
Yeah. So like usual, we definitely work our asses almost off. So yeah, we'll be.
Oh, I got it.
What?
Katie's comment. I figured it out.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry, I'm actually going on probably close to 30 hours without sleep right now. So if I get a little foggy, if you see me kind of just floating, it's okay. It's just what I'm doing.
We just accept it.
Yeah. You guys are just gonna have to take me for what it is.
Take him for how he is.
Also, I want to say, you guys should, for the people who we mailed shirts out to, you should be getting them hopefully the people in the U.S., you should be getting them by week's end.
Tomorrow or Saturday.
For our Netherlands girl and Linda, who is out in Paris, in France. I know Linda's not on tonight, but you'll be getting your shirt hopefully, sometime soon.
Susie.
Huh? Oh,
Susie.
there's Susie. Susie, we were just talking about you. Thank you for being here. We were telling everybody how this was kind of like your idea, your little brainchild that you gave us. Thank you, Susie, for giving us this little insight to what we could do. So anyway, Ryan and I are here tonight. We have some questions from you guys that you've already given us, either through the DMs or on here, or you have the option. And I sent if you have Skype, I'll put it this way: if you have Skype, or Facebook Messenger. If you have Facebook Messenger and you want to pick up your phone and go to your Facebook Messenger, let me unlock my phone. Would be nice, right? You go to your Facebook Messenger, and if you're friends with me on Facebook also, or if I don't know, I guess maybe with our Facebook page, maybe also they might be able to do it. I'm not 100% sure.
It might just have to be your personal page.
Might just be personal page.
Pages have Messenger.
Yeah. But I know that we're friends with most of you guys on Facebook as well. So if you don't have Skype and you want to use Facebook Messenger, you can call us on Facebook Messenger, and I'll pick up my phone, or Ryan will pick up his phone, and we'll go live with you guys on our phone, and you guys can ask us a question live, so that everybody can watch. Or if you were able to have a Skype account and you wanted to call us on Skype, you'll pop up on the TV like usual, like we do every week, and we can have a conversation. Everybody can watch, and you guys can ask us Q&A that way as well. Thank you, Katie. Okay. So there it is.
Figured. Thank you, Katie.
So if you guys want to, Kate. Oh, sorry. I almost did. I almost did just read it out loud.
Oh,
we have a caller. Hold on one second.
If Chris can figure out how to use a mouse.
Where's my mouse, bro? Just gonna answer on my phone.
Oh, wah. Call her back.
I'm gonna call her back right now. Sorry, gay. Oh no, she's on my phone.
There she is.
Are you on Periscope?
No, that's Skype.
Is it Skype? Skype on the phone is weird.
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear us? Okay, hold on. Let me
Speaker
see.
off.
How do I put it on? Oh.
All right. Yeah.
All right. Can you hear me? All right, everybody. We have Gay is with us on the phone. You won't be able to see her. I'll hold her.
Hold on.
I'll hold her over here.
Gay, can you see us?
I can hear you. I can't see you.
There we are.
How about now? Oh, there we are. Is that better?
Oh, there you go.
Hey.
What's going on, lady?
I can see you.
All right. Yeah, I usually enter it on the laptop, but for some reason my mouse wasn't popping up. I found it now. I'm gonna call you back on the laptop.
You got it?
Yeah. So I'm gonna give you a call right back.
Okay.
All right. Sorry, everybody. It's first time, all right? Now, where'd she go? Recent. So much better.
Oh, she's gonna ignore us.
She's not going to answer.
This is awkward.
She promised she was going to answer. She might be having the same problem I was having. Trying to figure out how to answer it. So this is going off without a hitch, I tell you. All right, so we're gonna call her back. Maybe she was having technical difficulties. Says she's Jesus Christ. The fuck? Are you serious right now? Gay, is your camera turned on?
Yeah.
Because it's saying
Ours is on.
ours is on. Your camera's on? Because
There should be a button at the bottom. Oh, well, there we go.
hold on.
Okay.
There you are.
Can you see us?
We got it. We got it.
I just wanted to see if I could do it.
We,
But I don't know how to answer a call.
that's okay. Oh, now
Really,
CJ's
CJ?
calling.
Really?
Oh, boy.
Hold on. Can we include him in the call? Add it to group call.
Yeah, hold on. This is gonna be fun.
Oh, this is gonna be a clusterfuck.
This is gonna be fun.
I'm getting
Hold on.
pumped.
Now we got Gabe. We're gonna have you and CJ on at the same time. Hopefully.
Oh.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
What's
What
going
up,
on?
CJ?
Hi, CJ.
I got my headset working now, dude. This is awesome.
CJ, we have you and Gay on at the same time.
Hey, how are you?
Can you guys see each other?
I can totally see her. Yeah, it's a split
Cool.
screen. Get you guys on top, and then she's down on the bottom,
Very nice.
and I'm this little bitty cute corner right up here.
Hi.
That's it.
Hey, how are you?
I'm fine.
Nice.
Maybe that.
I was
Oh, there you go.
calling in to like say hi to the guys and see about getting in some good interview questions.
Oh, well, we're here for your questions.
We are an open forum.
We did this for you guys. So this was because of like I said, Susan gave us this idea. Linda, you lied and said you weren't going to be on tonight. But anyway, who wants to go first? Gay called first. Do you have a question?
Go for it, ladies first. Ladies first. Go ahead.
There might be a delay because she's over there.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, there's a long delay.
Do you have any questions for us?
Oh, I do.
My question
Oh.
is, where are your hats?
Where's my hat?
Oh, Christ.
Where's my hat?
I got yelled at last week when I wore my hat. Everybody's like, Ryan, take the hat off.
But I told you can leave your hats on tonight.
I didn't hear this.
She's our promoter. I don't know if you know this now, but she's like kind of just become our promoter.
I mean, I'm cool with that. I would like to be, forwarded in these memos and these emails. I'm just
you need to
saying.
keep up in Twitter, bro.
Apparently.
I call now CJ. I don't know if you know this, but I have given Gay the name of Queen of the Saviors.
Oh dear.
Yeah. She is the Queen of all Saviors. So if Negan ever loses his spot, you guys will then have to honor the Queen and work under her.
Sounds good.
That's true.
So
True.
see, she totally for it. She loves it. All right, CJ, go ahead. You got a question? Let's hear it.
Yeah, absolutely. Because doing this, what you guys are doing is kind of for most people, would take it as kind of a big thing. You guys talk to, just a little of everybody. And so I guess my big question is, what made you decide to start doing interviews and just talking to people like this and making a show about it? I mean, you guys are turning into a thing on your own, and I might have started with something else, talking to people with Walking Dead, and, started as a fandom, but now you're coming out like on your own and becoming a thing, and I'm just like, what made you decide to really get in and do all that, and did you think it would get this far?
Definitely for the fame and the money.
and the women.
Yeah.
Because clearly, I mean, you know.
No, honestly, like 100%. I was looking for a hobby. I started this 2 years ago with my old partner, Matt. And we started with just a laptop and a microphone and audio. And we would just sit there and talk about the show and our ideas on the show and the direction the show was going in and whatever. And as time went on, it grew and grew. And we were always like, you know what? We don't really care. Not that we didn't care, but we were doing it for us. It was our hobby. It was something that we had fun doing. It was our enjoyment. You know, it was our guy time, our fun time. And
yeah, man.
but the following grew and people started liking it and catching on, and then the comments started coming or whatever. And then our very first opportunity that was brought to us to go live was with Peter Zimmerman.
Yep.
Peter was like, hey, do you guys do a live podcast? Because, you know, my fans would really like to watch live. And we were like, you know what? Absolutely. Not having a clue.
Not a damn
what
clue.
to do. And it was really, really hectic at first. Obviously, the technology is always updating and trying to catch up and do everything. But not for nothing, man. This was a hobby for me that I started 2 years ago. When Matt couldn't do it no more, you know, we brought Ryan in for his first show. Was last October on Halloween. So it's almost his 1 year anniversary being with me.
Nice.
And you know, it was just it just started as something that I love. I love the show. I've been a follower of the show. I read the comic. And now that it's become what it is, you know, with the people who follow us, being able to talk to people like you who are on the show, and it's just pure enjoyment, man. We're here for the fun. We're here because this is something we love, honestly, you know. So I hope I answered your question.
Appreciate you, man. You know, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I mean, for me, like The Walking Dead itself is something that I think I've mentioned this when you were on the show, CJ, that my whole family, you know, not my blood family, but my friends who are like my brothers and sisters, we all get together and we watch it. And it's like our family thing that we do every week, you know. And, you know, it sounds really cheesy, but it's something that we enjoy doing. So when I'm able to go back, you know, and this moment really kind of happened for the first time with Josh Turner, because we had just done our first interview with him and Billy Holt, and we were watching The Walking Dead that Sunday, and, you know, I think it was a season finale, and here's Josh running backwards, shooting at everybody, and I was like, "That's Josh!" And everybody's like, "Who?" So then I started showing them podcasts, and they got really into it. And so now they watch it. They don't say much, but they watch it just to kind of support me, you know. And it's cool to be able to say that I've talked to all these different people on The Walking Dead. I mean, and for them, it's amazing to see because they love The Walking Dead. So when they see that I've talked to, you know, so many different people from so many different sides of The Walking Dead universe, it's really cool to see.
Yeah, I mean, there's people who come up to us, you know, whatever, and they're just like, saw your podcast, and I can't believe you were talking to, like, you know, Seth Gilliam, or, you know,
yeah.
it's just like, you can't believe it, like
it happened, you know, a month ago, and I still can't believe it. You know what I mean? So
it's just it started out as something very small, that just as a hobby. You know, my football playing career was over, and I, you know, was coaching my kids in sports and going to the gym, and I was like, I really love this show, and you know what? Hey, I just want to do something. So podcasting, why not?
All right, there you go.
And it's become what it is. You know, they get to come and watch someone like you come on the show and interact with you. Someone who's on the show, someone who's an actor. These people who idolize, love, adore, want to see you, want to talk to you, never get a chance to, but in a 1 hour time span that you guys all give us, they get that. And that's what's fulfilling.
That's a huge part of it too, you know, it's just being that medium that we're able to link you guys to the fans in a way that usually you guys can't do. you know, I mean, yeah, you guys could do like the live, you know, like Facebook Live or, you know, Periscope on Twitter, things like that. But it adds like a certain element to like almost like they're having a conversation with you directly. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I like being that source.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say, don't I'm calling you as a fan of yours right now. So if it means anything.
No,
No,
thank you.
dude, it really does.
But yeah, well, cool. Thanks for answering that. I appreciate it. I gotta let you guys go, but you have a good one, and I'll chat with you later.
CJ, thank you for calling, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Gay, are you still there? I don't know if you just have really bad service. Can barely hear, right? Gay is definitely having... Gay, you're having some kind of technical issues. I can definitely tell.
She said, no, I turned off Skype. Too confusing. Oh, okay.
Oh, well, you're still there, just so you know. We can hear you moving around the microphone.
You want us to hang up, Gay?
We'll hang up, and if you want to call us back with a question, go ahead. All right, so I'll end that. All right, so that was pretty cool. Wow.
It's weird.
CJ said he's a fan
that's
of
what I'm
ours.
saying. I'm like, and you know, I
look
know
at this guy. CJ he's almost got 170 views on his podcast that he did with us. CJ, you have no idea, dude. You're like there with everybody else who's ever been on the show.
For Sean one, right?
Yeah. You're there with everybody else who's ever been on the show, CJ. So like, for you to tell us that you're like being a fan of ours right now is crazy. This is weird.
Okay, sorry. I noticed you guys trying to call me back.
Did we?
Yeah, that's what I was calling, because somebody just tried calling me from here. I'm like, okay, I'll talk again.
well, maybe we didn't hit the end button. I'm sorry.
I don't know. Let's see how this. Oh, hey, there it goes.
Okay. This is interesting.
Yeah.
I'm having a good time.
So, you know, I just want to say, I know we have had multiple guests that we've had on the show that have come back and watched us throughout the weeks and everything like that. But two people that really kind of stand out to me is CJ and Blaine.
Mm.
They watch, you know, pretty much every week, and I'm so glad that you guys do that. That's amazing. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much. Sorry, I'm trying to do a lot of things here at one time, Mr. All right.
So, hold on. Blaine did say he's got the lights off and he's watching us.
I was kicking back because I had a late night last night.
Right, Blaine.
No, on Tuesday nights I take a class with Jason Warner Smith.
Hold on one second. Hold on. Everybody, Blaine has called us on Skype.
Hey, so
all right.
He's also shirtless, I'm pretty sure.
I'm just missing a shirt. I'm not really naked. It's just a shirt. Trust me. So.
Right. That's why he's keeping it above the neck.
There we go. There's no telling what's going to say. I'm getting laughed at. Oh, well. Okay. Anyway. But no, I had a class last night. Jason Warner Smith. I take a class with him. He's my instructor.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a few extra people in our class last night, and the class went on. I got home like almost midnight, and my alarm goes off to go to work at 4:30. So I was kind of dragging today. So I was trying to get all relaxed and all. Then I remembered that you guys had this going on tonight, so I was trying to catch up with you.
I appreciate that.
So say hey,
That's awesome. Thank you very much. We tried to share. We tried to make sure we got the love out to all you guys who have been on the show in the past, year or so. Sent DMs to all you guys, wishing you guys good luck and all that stuff and everything like that. And we know you guys are busy and never expecting, you guys to ever be like not. And I don't mean this in a bad way, but we never expect you guys to write back and be like, "Thank you so much. Hope you guys are doing well," or whatever. And the fact that everybody wrote back and was like, "Thank you so much. I hope you guys are doing well. Yourselves and stuff." It means a lot, especially we know that we're busy in our lives. We can only
Yeah.
imagine what you guys are trying to do between acting and all the additional stuff you're doing. I hear you have some work going on right now. You're doing indie films?
Yeah, actually, I got there's a couple of them. One of them we finished up last weekend. It was just small indie films called Weekend Inventory. I'm working on right now doing some rehearsals and some table readings for this one. We're just going to work through October on the weekends, and then we're going to start filming in November. But it's and these are just some small indie films. They're slated to go to some of the festivals. They've already got a couple of them lined up across the country. So hopefully you get some decent exposure.
Right.
But so far it's been a real blast. Had a great time with the last one, and this past weekend was our first table reading with the cast, and I got to meet all of them, and everybody seems to be really good at what they're doing. So it's been it was pretty cool. I had a good time with that.
Well,
And
good.
the other thing is that taking class with Jason Warner Smith. I mean, he's one of the best ones that I could possibly take a class from.
Yeah.
And he don't cut no corners. He's kind of a hard ass in class, but I appreciate that. So.
If you're learning, that's all that matters. You know?
Yeah. And he's also one of these. He's got all this knowledge, and he's just there to share it. So he does. I was like, he's like, I ain't gonna cut any corners on you. I was like, I don't expect it. And that's what I appreciate about it. It's everybody in there is. We're all actors. We're all in our safe area. We can do what we want, and he'll sit down and tell us, "Here's what you need to work on. Here's what you need to fix. This is what was great." And he's a really good instructor. So I'm really lucky to have met him and gotten into his class. So.
Well, yeah. Listen, I mean, you know he was on the show, and super. I don't gotta tell you.
Yeah.
Impressive resume. Impressive. The fact that he teaches. And he tries to, grow that on his spare time, doing it and
right.
It's just,
he's really good with it.
Yeah.
The other thing is that, when I was on set with him and watching him, I watched, we were out there when we were filming episode 713, which is one of my favorites, not because I was on it, because it tied into Clear from season 3. That was always one of my top favorites.
Yep.
Lenny James is somebody that I really admire as far as his talent.
Yeah.
Watching Jason and Lenny James on the same set, Jason has a lot of professional characteristics like Lenny James has. And I was like, that's a lot to say, but Lenny James is really, really good. Jason is a lot better than what he lets people think he is. So that's the only way I know how to describe that one.
Yeah, well, I mean, I know he just had a movie released too that he did with Tom Cruise and stuff.
American Made.
American Made.
American Made, yeah.
So yeah,
opened up last weekend. In fact.
He's got those killer shorts on and all the promos that I see.
He's got those killer.
I was like, yeah, man, he just probably went and dug those out of his drawer. Probably wears them every day anyway. So.
By the way, yes, ladies, we do have a shirtless Blaine on our show right now.
Eat your hearts out.
I'm still getting laughed at over here. So.
No, it's don't worry about it.
No, it's all good.
So congratulations to everything you got going on. And
well, hey, thanks. And somewhere my Beast Mode shirt has been misplaced, and I have not found it, but I'm trying to figure out where it went. Unless a crazed fan took it, which is probably one of my kids.
Hey, that's okay.
Yeah,
we can always work out getting you another one. You know that.
I'm giving it a little bit. I'll find it. I'll get back with you if I can't find it though.
You got it.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll cut some room and let somebody else get on here and talk and ask questions. Unless you got something else. Hey, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys something.
Go ahead.
What's up?
What was the highlight of Beast Mode so far? What is one of your favorite moments? Each of you. How's that? Chris, what's your favorite moment?
Favorite moment. Look, my favorite moment is a collage of moments. My favorite moment is every time we land another actor who wants to give us an hour of their time is my favorite moment. And it started, the excitement grows. We had like Josh and Billy, and then it was like Peter, and we were like, holy shit, Peter's like, he's talking to, he's in the hilltop and he's part of the clan and he's in so many of the screenshots or whatever. And then after Peter, it was Elizabeth, and it was like, holy shit, it's Elizabeth Ludlow. It steamrolls, you know what I mean? And it's like now, and like we have such I feel like I know we haven't because there's so many of you guys, but we have such a huge Savior love. Like, we love you guys. We love having you guys on because all your personalities fit everything you guys do on that show.
Yep.
Even though you guys are giant teddy bears and sweethearts, but we know that like, you guys are meant to be there. You know what I mean? And it's just, it's kind of like just one of those things where every time that moment happens, like, I want to announce who we're going to have coming up in the next few weeks, but I also don't want to announce it because I want people to have the excitement that we feel.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
We've got a huge list lined up.
I can see that. That's kind of cool because that way you don't actually have one favorite malt, but a whole run of them.
Right.
Each time's kind of a new thing.
Absolutely.
So,
yep.
Ron, was there any particular spot that you remember distinctly about the show so far?
Not a particular moment, but kind of like Chris said, multiple moments. The majority of people we've had on our show have said to us, and I never expected this, and I never would have, asked this of people to say to us, but we've had multiple people say to us that they appreciate what we're doing. You guys are on the show itself, and we appreciate everything you guys are doing by giving us your time. But then we've had multiple actors and actresses to say to us, "Thank you for what you do." Mm-hmm. And I'm kind of like, "What do you mean?" Like, here we are. We're like, I'm fangirling.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
and like what I said,
that's really cool.
Exactly. Like I said to CJ, I'm happy that we get to be that medium between you guys and the fans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that way it's almost like they get to directly talk to you guys, and their reaction and your guys' reaction is what makes it worthwhile.
Eric Watlin says saviors are tasty.
Well, he's a walker, right?
Yeah. So very nice, Eric. Kudos. Good job.
Thanks.
Well, thank you for calling.
Hey man, glad to.
Continued luck to you and what you're doing. Best of luck, and stay in touch.
And don't forget, we're getting you back on at some point after
season starts. Whether it's after whatever, we'll have you back.
Maybe we could do a CJ Blaine episode.
Yeah, probably sometime. Maybe I don't know about this right now. This time of the year. Maybe after the first of the year would be great.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if I get a chance, maybe we'll get on sooner. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. You got big props, by the way, from Jeannie, who said you were the main reason why she followed us and started watching our podcast. So thank you.
Oh, cool. Mercer?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
so
that's also how we met Gay, right?
Find out, how everybody's doing there. So.
All right. Well, thank you, Blaine.
Hey, man, no problem.
Appreciate it, brother.
I'll catch back up on the YouTube with you guys. So.
Absolutely.
Sounds good, man.
Peace out.
Right. Peace.
Want to call Katie? She was calling us.
Yeah. Here we go. Let me just tell someone to hold on 1 second.
Un momento, por favor.
Hello. How are you?
What's going on? Can you see us?
Yeah, I can see you.
It might take a minute for the whole thing to take place here because you're over across the pond.
Oh, it's okay. I've got a double booster. I've just put a booster on for
There
you.
it goes. I think it might be happening soon.
Okay.
But we can definitely hear you, so that's good.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Just one before I start. You spoke about Josh Turner earlier.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's actually doing a competition on his Twitter page. If anyone's interested.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we actually tweeted that,
Retweeted
retweeted
it, yeah.
it, liked it, shared it, all sorts of stuff.
Just thought I'd let you guys know, in case anyone doesn't know about it.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah. See if I can find it real quick, because actually, you know what? Now that you mentioned it, I will just.
If you go to our page, it should be like towards our top retweets.
Yeah,
Like
that's
that's-
right here.
This is what I look like, by the way, guys.
Well, it's good seeing you.
Hey, it's good seeing you.
Okay, so Josh is doing a contest.
Yes.
It says upon review and request, one winner will be from most votes, as well as one winner will be handpicked by me as requested. So he's doing a fan contest announcement. Drawings.
Artistic
Thank you.
Drawings.
Wow, the W's hanging me up hard. It says I love seeing people.
You've been working late.
I have.
noticed.
It says
He's okay.
I see. He says I love seeing people's handmade art. So send in a hand drawn photo of TKO or TKO and Unicorn, and he's going to select a winner.
Yes.
So
make sure you go to our page.
Yep.
Go to Josh's page at Savior TKO, I think
Yep.
it is, right?
Yep.
Or go to ours and just check for the retweet. We'll keep retweeting it, and
yeah, you guys help out Josh. You guys, if you're good at drawing, wow. We're gonna skip that word completely.
Rewind.
If you're good at taking a pencil and putting it on paper and making stuff like that's behind us, that art,
all this.
submit it to Josh. It has to be of him or him and a unicorn, or maybe just a unicorn, or maybe Josh as a unicorn. Like
kind of like a centaur almost.
It's like a centaur.
But like human body,
yeah,
horse.
I think that would be
unicorn.
badass. That would be badass.
Right?
Someone draw Josh as a centaur with a unicorn horn. That would win. I would vote for that all day.
Same here.
Right?
Thank you very much for that, Katie. What else you got for us? I know you usually got tons of questions.
It's just basically things are cooking up. I mean, everyone seems to be so excited about season 8 coming in 2 weeks.
Yep.
I believe.
Less than, yeah.
Also on Monday, it's going to be about 3 weeks for us, but
Yep.
we're not including the Monday.
Oh, true.
But, I just got one question for everybody out there, right? Who are you backing?
Who am I backing?
Who are you, regardless of if you've read the comics or not, who are you actually backing in this war?
For the all-out war.
Yeah, well, all right. Obviously, because we do have such a huge Savior following, and we have so much support from the gentlemen who have called and spoken to us just previously, I'm going to be officially very, very sad because we all know that according to the comics, what happens. I've always considered myself a Rick guy. So knowing that and knowing what will happen, no matter how bad I might not want it to happen, it's going to be really sad to see a lot of these faces that we've grown to love, talk to, respect, admire, and not see them on our show every week anymore.
Yeah.
It's going to suck. I mean, it's really going to suck because these are great guys and they've done such an amazing job, whether their role is a backup or a supporting role, whatever. It's really going to be shitty. It's going to suck.
Yeah.
So that's where I stand.
I'm a Savior supporter, so I mean,
yeah.
I'm a Savior and I'm also a Kingdom, but I love Xander Barkley. I'm sorry, I love Xander Barkley. I have done since I was 11 years old.
Yep, I love Xander Berkeley. Don't like Gregory.
Who launched him?
Yeah. I gotta say, I mean, listen. Right now, am I a fan of his character? No. But Xander is amazing, and we are working pretty steadily on the possibility of having him on maybe sometime in November. That's a hard maybe. That's a hard maybe. I know he's got a tremendously busy schedule.
Oh God! He barely has time to tweet.
Yeah,
these days,
exactly.
I've noticed. He's got Shot. That's out. with Noah Wiley. He's got so much stuff cooking up for us.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if you are a diehard Xander Barkley fan, you're going to love what he's got cooking up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's all I know. I was just surfing the net. I'm
Absolutely.
such a geek.
That's okay. We're all geeks. That's why we're here.
I give him a lot of credit though, because for him to portray a character that people do not like,
Mhm.
it's really
Mhm.
hard to do.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
mean, it's like with Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Everybody
Yeah.
loved him
Right.
in Supernatural. And then
Yep.
he came and became the Negan, and
Mhm.
everyone went, boo, boo.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know,
And now it
I was
became
like,
so
yes,
funny.
yes,
I
yes.
I don't know if a lot of people know this or not, okay? But if you watch Shameless,
Yeah, you and I talked about this
If
because
you
I
watch-
binge watched the US Shameless because
yes, the US
the UK has their own. I know
right.
that.
If you watch the US version of Shameless, I can't remember what season it is, but it's the very last episode before the next season starts where what's the sister name? What's her name? The brunette. I keep wanting to call her Gina, but that's not her name.
Shit.
Anyway, but she ends up getting that job at the diner.
They have my last name. You think I would remember this?
Gallagher. Yeah, well, she's a Gallagher, but whatever. But she ends up getting that job at that diner,
Yeah.
and her boss, if you look in the back scene, her boss is Jeffrey Dean Morgan in that episode. Something happened, and I don't know if it was The Walking Dead or something with The Walking Dead or something with Supernatural and The Walking Dead, but he was in one episode of Shameless. Fiona. He was in one episode of Shameless as the manager of the diner that Fiona was working at until the following season where they had to recast the new guy. So that, I think, would have been really freaking cool to see him star in Shameless, because that show would be absolutely perfect
Well,
for
it's
him.
funny too because I binge watched all of Shameless and caught up to their current season that's going to be premiering.
Yeah.
And I ended up stopping and rewinding like 12 times, and I took a picture and I sent it to Chris because Chris told me he watched Shameless, and I was like, whoa, is that JDM? And he was like, yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. But he was only in that one episode, so.
Yeah.
It's just so funny, how these actors take on these roles.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, 1 minute they're playing the most biggest hero, and then they're playing the asshole, as we call it. The asshole.
But again, I
And
give
then
them
they
credit as an
become
actor.
loved for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, it's incredible.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, I agree 100% because it takes so much for you to switch between the good person and now all of a sudden you have to be the person everybody hates.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's like I'm sure you do too, Katie, but I follow JDM on Instagram, Twitter, everything, and he's like the most lovable American dad.
Yeah.
yes,
like
he is.
he posted a picture on Instagram of him with Jensen Ackles and his son.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it was just so funny because he was saying things like, my sons better say they never get anything out of life or something, and I was just cracking up laughing, and I'm like, that's really cool that like he still has that relationship with them.
Right.
You know what I mean? And this is somebody that everybody's supposed to hate.
Yep.
And he's so funny.
He
I
is.
mean,
Yeah.
he doesn't even have to try, and you just crack up with laughter with what he says.
Yeah.
It's just the way he words things. I mean, it's like Terminator's coming back.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like with Schwarzenegger when he was the biggest, baddest villain in
Yep.
1984.
Yep. It's true.
Everyone hated him. Everyone hated Arnold.
Yep.
But then when he played in the Terminator 2,
Yeah.
we are not worthy. We are not worthy. And then the last action hero and all that.
True. Blame
It's just
said about
amazing
JDM and
how
Laura Cohen
it
being Mr. and
changes,
Mrs. Wayne.
escalates into something
True.
beautiful. I mean, these guys from the show, I mean, they do it for the art.
Yeah. Absolutely.
The art of telling a story.
Mm-hmm.
What Robert Kirkman wrote. They're the ones telling the story.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if you're background acting. I mean, you could be the flower pot for a weekend. You're telling the story.
Yeah.
You have to sell it.
Yep.
And I take my glasses off to those people,
Absolutely.
even though I haven't got a hat.
That's okay. I'll take.
But these guys are amazing. I mean, to
my
interact
hat
with
off.
their fans when they can, You know,
Yeah.
CJ's a lovely guy. You've just had on. He's
Yep.
a wonderful fella. Great sense of humour. And king of sarcasm.
Absolutely. That's why.
I salute to him.
That's why he and Chris get along
Me and
so
CJ
well.
get along really well because the sarcasm is on par. So.
And with Josh Turner, he may seem like a crazy guy, but he's a top guy in my book.
Yeah.
He's absolutely
What he
crazy,
does.
but he's an amazing dude. So
100%.
I love him. I think he's I think he's great. You know, I mean, people say, "Oh, did he really staple his face?" Yes, he did.
Several times, actually.
You
Yeah.
know, when he
Yeah, he
gets
did
down
staple
to
his forehead.
the TKO pro wrestler side of him, that's it. He's like the Rock. You cannot stop him cooking something. You can't.
Yeah.
You know, but when it comes to Josh Turner, the actor,
Yeah.
as soon as he's given a role or given a line, that's it. He does.
Absolutely.
And I've got to admit it, I preferred him as Marcel's boy
Oh,
than I do of Negan's guy.
right.
The reason why, because he was a Night Walker, a vampire, in the originals.
Yep.
And the way he carried it off. I mean, the way even CJ was in the originals.
Yep.
Both carried it off really well. And so did, yes, Peter Zimmerman was there, as well as Hunter Watson. If anyone wants to know who Hunter Watson is, he's one of the saviours.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
You know,
Yep.
these guys, they've worked with some great actors. You
Absolutely.
know,
And, someone like Blaine who gets to work with Jason Warner Smith, just to get better.
Blaine. I'm telling you, Blaine. Dude, you're a legend. You really are. You cracked me up, mate.
Yeah, Blaine is doing his thing, and we're really proud of him.
Gotta say, I love Team Gavin. I do.
Yeah, Team Gavin is probably the number one team for me too. It's a very solid unit they have.
They do what they have to do to survive, and
Katie, anything else? We're gonna take the next caller.
I just wanted to say hi and hope everyone's having a great time.
I
and
appreciate
being,
you stopping in.
Wow.
Happy with themselves and loving each other. That's all I wanted to know.
Oh yeah, we're having a great time.
Down to earth girl. And do check out my pictures on my Instagram and
Absolutely.
Facebook and Twitter at Katie Lester or at Katie J Lester.
There you go.
Check us out. I mean, I do a lot of Walking Dead stuff. I'm such a geek, it's unbelievable. I have refrained myself, I must add, of posting things to do with the comics.
Okay.
That's awesome.
I know I'm a savage beast. Forgive me. Sorry, Robert Kirkman.
It's all right.
That's quite all right.
It's all right.
He's a good guy. He's like my Stephen King. So,
Yeah.
anyway, have a great show.
Thank you.
Thank you, Katie.
Watch you
Appreciate
on
it.
the other side.
You got it.
Take care.
Cheers.
Bye.
I just said cheers.
You did.
Cheers.
Look at- Cheerio.
Oh, guys, I gotta tell you, I'm having a lot of fun with this.
Lucy, come on. I'm trying to convince Lucy to,
Listen, for those of you who don't know, if you've ever spoken to Lucy, she has a very deep voice.
That's messed up.
I just like messing with her. That's all. She knows.
And she's probably going to call you a twat.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's why.
She'll call you a flippin' twat or something.
Yeah. And it's okay. It's fine. I'm all for it.
If you're a flippin' twat, who's a floppin' twat?
Her.
Oh, okay.
Or a floppy one. Not flopping. Oh, all right. What do we got?
Absolutely, yeah. And that's really exactly why she'll call you a flippin' twat or something. Yeah, and it's okay.
Cool.
It's fine. I'm all for it. If you're a flippin' twat, who's a floppin' twat? Her.
We can hear ourselves.
One. Oh, all right.
We can.
What do we got?
We have a.
Absolutely, yeah. And that's really exactly why she'll call you a
What? What just happened? What just happened? That
Come on, Tiff. Tiff, come on.
what?
Skype in. Let's go. She goes. She's leaving her voice shrouded in mystery.
No.
Come on, Tiff. Let's do this.
No. Professional flower pot. CJ, new resume title: Professional flower pot.
See what you started, Katie? See what you started?
That's awesome. I don't know what just happened. I think Caleb got murdered while we were talking to him.
Rip. You know.
R.I.P. Caleb.
Yeah.
Lucille took you out in zombie form.
And by Lucille, it's probably Casey.
Well, Casey is Lucille.
Wielding Lucille.
Wielding Lucille. Why does this keep happening?
Well, go back. Answer it. Let's see what happens. Answer it. Just answer it. We got nothing better to do.
Yes.
Hey, gay.
Hey, you're back. Can you hear us now? Well. No, other way.
No, I think she's trying to show us her cat.
Oh, what are we?
The cat.
Oh.
Oh, they want to see my cat.
Oh, okay. You have no idea where this show is headed right now. Oh boy. Hi, Kitty.
It's Archie. Everybody loves her.
I'm sorry. What's the cat's name? Twinsy? Twinsy.
What?
Right?
What?
Is that the cat's name? Twinsy?
No.
Look.
Michelle
Gay.
said it to Gay.
Oh, I'm like, what? I thought someone said that. I thought they were like, hi, Gay.
Tiffany.
What? Where's Tiff?
Right here.
Oh, well. Tiffany says we love your puss, Gay.
She's being a little raunchy right now.
Yeah, Tiffany's being naughty. You can hear us, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Hi.
RC is her cat's name.
Oh, RC's the cat's name. Oh, okay.
I'll be right back. I gotta.
Well,
I'm good.
Ryan's got to step out for a minute. He's got to get some air.
I'm good.
Oh, Michelle is your twinsy. Is that what I'm understanding now? I got it now. Okay. All right. So what's up, Gay? Are you gonna talk to us this time, or are you just gonna type on your keyboard and ignore us?
It's because they wanted to see my cat.
People were blowing up the chat about saying RC.
All right, so everyone got to see your RC. Tiffany is being very naughty right now.
Yes, she is.
But
I'm gonna hang up.
No, why are you going? Give us a question.
Okay.
Nothing. She's just kidding. Is he? She's just gonna stroke her. Jesus Christ.
Lucy, Jesus.
Lucy. Look. I like Gay is multitasking right now.
Okay. I have trouble because I'm getting a time lag.
That's okay.
What do people think about this crossover? Who do they think is going to be the crossover?
Chris and I just had a really, really long talk about this.
Yeah, we were talking about that prior to the show with the crossover, the Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead crossover that was talked about and announced by Kirkman.
Yep. At New York Comic Con.
At New York Comic Con.
Where I was at.
Yeah, Ryan was at that show.
Yep.
Go ahead. Talk about it. Go.
Okay, so we've narrowed it down to two people or groups of people we think it could be. We think it's either going to be Heath or the Morales family that left Rick's group in the first season.
Yeah. When Heath departed from the show, he was with Tara on the Oceanside episode. Him being near the ocean, I don't know. Just trying to think. I mean, there's been rumors that he's not done with The Walking Dead yet. Or maybe he's done with The Walking Dead, but not done with, the show in itself. So thinking it's either Heath or because Fear the Walking Dead has spent so much time in Mexico and stuff like that,
In
that
California,
it
right?
could be the Morales family. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you, Linda. Linda agrees. Very nice. Thank you. So I just want to show everybody. I want to show off my buddy, my pal over here. Went to New York Comic Con, went and saw Mr. Roker, and got me an autograph. Did you see that? Hold this up for everybody. Thank you very much, Ryan, for doing that for me. Merle was one of my. I don't want to say. Well, he was. I did like Merle.
It was your
I liked,
spirit animal.
I liked Merle's character. He brought a lot to the show, and he's in my eyes. I miss him. I think if there was a character you could bring back, I'd love to bring him back, especially as like his relationship started to develop. With Daryl. And, you saw him towards the end. He was trying to do the right things, trying to redeem himself, trying to be the better person, just like his brother. And I think it would have been great to keep him on a little longer. But, other than that, thank you very much for the autograph.
Absolutely.
How did we do? Did we do okay? Gay. Pay attention to us, Gay.
She mute us?
Oh, what do we got? She's probably...
She's going to one-up us right now. Watch this.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Way to make us...
No.
No, go ahead. You can show off your collection. We know it's huge. Yeah, see, I knew it. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I don't have that folder here. I
Oh.
don't know where it is.
All right, well, you'll have to bring it on one day, and you can make everybody ooh and ah.
Yeah.
All right, you got anything else for us, or was that your question? Uh-oh, you froze. Nope, she didn't freeze. She's back. Oh, uh-oh. What do we got? She found something.
I might have it.
Is it? Uh-oh, here we go.
You know what's funny, too? He was wearing a very similar glass hat combination when I saw him, too.
Yeah, I think that might be, that's his
signature?
That's his signature, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've seen him at a lot of the cons and stuff like that with that. That's awesome.
That's
Good
pretty
for you.
cool.
I think, see, when we go to Jersey, I'm going to start a GoFundMe for Beast Mode so that
It's rough out here.
yeah, it's rough. We're going to start a GoFundMe for Beast Mode so we can go and take pictures
Do
of
photo
them.
ops.
Photo ops and hang out with them. Just kidding. We're not going to start a GoFundMe, so do not send us money. If you see somebody start a Beast Mode GoFundMe, report it immediately and shut it down. Oh, that's a great
That's cool.
photo. Very nice. Very nice. That's with the hand and everything. He's got the knife. Cool shot, guy. Very nice.
If I had known he was going to be there at the Comic-Con, I would have brought my Merle Pop.
Yeah, I know.
But, can you sign this?
That's awesome.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, I'm definitely having a little bit of jealousy. Do we have another caller? Do we got somebody else who's going to be calling in?
I don't know.
I know we have some questions that we got that we can answer. Some people sent us DMs and stuff. So now I'm lost. Who's that?
Is that Stephen Amell?
Is that? Yeah, who is that? Gay.
He's so cool.
Who is that?
Stephen Amell.
Oh,
That's what I
okay.
thought, yes.
All right.
The Green Arrow. Woo!
That's his guy.
Yeah.
He's such a nice guy.
There you go. Oh. All right, Gabe, we're going to take another call. Thank you for calling.
Yeah. Okay.
Talk to you soon.
Yeah, who is that?
Turn yours down.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
There it is.
Welcome back. You're de-zombified.
You're de-zombified.
Yeah, I still
and you,
got the little bit of makeup on.
You don't have a bat hitting you in the head this time?
She's just chilling.
Oh, okay.
Come on, Casey, give him a good whack.
Yeah. So what you got for us? What you got?
All right, I'm gonna put you guys in a difficult spot.
Okay.
Good luck.
Each one of you have to tell me who your favorite interview has been so far to date. You have to pick one.
Man, I
Told you it was a difficult one, guys.
wow.
You're gonna fry his brain even more.
No, because like I mean, look, I can honestly say we've never had a bad one.
Yeah.
We've never had a bad interview.
Knock on wood.
To pick, to pick one is, but if I went off of, if I'm gonna base my decision on character, from where they started to where they are now, and my affinity growing to that character. And I'm going to go with Seth Gilliam and Father Gabriel. Because he was able to take a character that everyone hated and got a lot of shit for it in public at cons.
Yeah.
And now has transformed into somebody that everyone sees as
a huge part of
a
his
huge
group.
part of the group, a help.
A huge contributor.
So,
yeah.
just based on that alone, I'll say Seth.
All right, Ryan, your turn. And you can't just agree because he said it, and you're getting put on the spot too.
I am gonna say the same person for a very different reason. So yes, mine was Seth Gilliam because I know that because of how popular he is on social media and things like that, I know Chris and I were like extra nervous. I mean, we're nervous before every podcast. Don't let us fool you. Even though we look like we know the hell we're doing, we don't know what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But Chris and I were super nervous, and when we did our pre-test call with Seth, he looked really nervous too. And like as we started going along, all three of us sunk into this groove.
Yeah.
And we were like laid back, feet up, just having our normal conversation like we do with people.
Yeah.
And it was cool to see somebody who, is a main character of the show who has not let the fame affect him in such a negative way.
Yeah. And I mean, let's face it, he is a top 10 character on that show.
Yeah.
He's just out of the big five in my eyes.
And that's not a disrespect to anybody that's been on our show. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely not.
It's just the fact that he's been there for such a long time.
Mm-hmm.
He's been such a huge part of Rick's group, and he's actually helped Rick grow as a character.
Yeah. See, and I've said this before, that he has become the new Herschel of the group.
Yes, I agree with that. He is Rick's new Herschel.
Yeah, he's Rick's new Herschel. So, that would have that's my answer.
Yeah.
And since everybody else has showed off their collections and stuff, I have to shout out like a new upcoming artist.
Okay.
Tracy. Actually, Susan's the one that turned me on to her.
Okay.
There's Seth right there for you guys.
Very nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Who's this now? Her name's Tracy?
It is Tracy Phillips.
Okay. Does she have a handle on Twitter?
I do not know what it is offhand, but if Susan is still in here, she would be able to help you guys with that.
Okay. If not,
she's pretty cool. And then the newest one in my collection.
We follow each other.
Yeah.
I have to brag because I got the flea and tick guy.
There you go.
Miss Vincent Ward.
Nice.
From the prison.
Yep.
Had to show off a couple of my new ones. I got a bunch now. My wall space is all cluttered, and now I have a binder full of autographs from cast members and everything. Still waiting on CJ's, but thanks, Blaine. You beat him to it.
Very nice. Very nice. That's awesome. Well, we actually, yes, we do follow Tracy, and she follows us. Tracy Phillips, it's at Scrappin' Fan.
SCRAPPNFAN.
At Scrappin' Fan on Twitter. Artist, go ahead and give her a follow. She is very good. Thank you for showing that for her.
And then also, I gotta give my guy a shout out.
Hell
Wade,
yeah.
still got it, man.
There you go.
Very nice.
This was my second autograph from The Walking Dead that started my whole collection. So thank
Your
you, Blaine.
obsession?
Yeah. Your Walking Dead obsession. Say it what it is. Very nice. That's awesome.
But I just figured I would ask you guys that hard question and put you on the spot for a minute and have
Appreciate
some fun
it.
with it. Since I had to go zombie and die by Lucille, even though there was a lot of feedback because I forgot to turn down her phone on it too. I was like, crap.
That's all right.
That's
No
going
biggie,
on, man.
man.
It was still good.
Thanks for calling in, guys.
Gave you guys a laugh though. That's what it was all about.
Absolutely.
All right, man. Well, you guys have a good one.
You
Thanks,
too,
Caleb.
Thanks, man. Real quick, we want to get to the online questions that we've gotten. Jeannie and Nick wrote, if walkers were chasing you, who would survive by running faster?
See, I know for a fact that for a fat dude, I can run pretty damn fucking fast. But
You ran fast today. Was it? No, yesterday. I'm sorry, yesterday. When did we have the
wow,
code?
yeah, that was crazy. I did not. I kept up with Chris pretty well.
Yeah, you ran pretty fast.
My thing is, Otis, Shane.
That's so messed up. I would not shame you. If you were injured, I'd shame you. But, I mean, if you were healthy, I wouldn't. Because then I gotta, like, I'd be like, bro,
The fuck is this?
I throw your arm over me and I, hunch you around and now you're slowing me down and endangering my life. I'll drag you as far as I can. Maybe I'll be like a cougar and carry you into a tree and leave you there.
All right, situational
Oh, boy.
situation here.
See what you guys did to us?
So, your entire family is back at base camp, right?
Uh-huh.
Vanessa, everybody, right?
Yep.
You and me are on a scavenging run, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we jump out a window. Oh, wait, Ryan breaks his leg. He's got a compound fracture of his leg. Are you going to help me get back to the camp, or are you going to get back to your family?
I'm going to do my best to get you back to camp. If we are getting pursued and they're catching and gaining on us, and you're starting to
Even Caleb said he would Shane me.
quote unquote weigh me down,
Mm-hmm.
I
Is that a fat joke?
no.
Okay.
What I'm saying is like, it get tiring. 200 something pounds on my back or something, or me trying to hold you like this, like you're my blushing bride.
Or do a fireman's carry.
Yeah, I could do a fireman's carry. I wouldn't just leave you there. I wouldn't be like, well, sorry, Ryan, bye. I'd do my best. I would do my best. I'm gonna leave it. I would do
Okay.
my best.
Okay.
Would you do your best?
I would,
I'm a
absolutely.
solid 232 on your back.
I would do my best.
See, you would do your best. That's all you can say.
I won't make any guarantees.
Yeah,
So,
do your best. All right. So Jeannie and Nick also want to know if you could play any character on The Walking Dead, who would you play? That's so easy for me. It would be Rick. That's who I would want to play. That would be me 100%. Eugene, what would you be? What?
what? Fuck you. Just because I have a lot of technical... Ryan is going to shoot Ryan in the knee.
Ryan is going to shoot Ryan in the knee.
I'm not like Brian and Stewie from Family Guy. Like that episode when they're in the military.
Oh, this has been so much fun. Go ahead. Go ahead. So who would you be, Eugene?
That's hard. That's a hard choice.
I could see you. I could see you being a Herschel too. Honestly.
I would probably be the Herschel to your Rick.
Yeah.
I
Don't
would.
say Dale because I'll kill you just for saying Dale.
No, I don't want.
Hated Dale.
Yeah, no,
Loathe Dale.
I'm going full Shane according to you.
Okay, there you go. All right. Ryan is going full Shane. All right. Thanks, Ryan, for going full Shane. Appreciate it. Jeannie and Nick, what would you contribute to a group of survivors? What would you contribute to a group
Like,
of survivors?
what would be your role?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think mine would be scavenging.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like I have a lot of technical knowledge on, like, certain things. So kind of like how Eugene knew how to turned used shell casings into live ammo.
Right.
Things like that I might not know the chemistry of, but I'll know that, like, okay, we could use, fucking baking soda for this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I feel like I could find that even though we don't have access to certain things, we could use all this shit to make those things that we need. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think I would be good at scavenging.
Okay. I'm gonna go with like kind of like recon,
Okay.
surveillance, recon, doing any kind of surveillance on a group of people on a
Or like
building,
surveying the land or
surveying whatever, and then being able to help format that attack plan or entry plan or something like that, and breach whatever object, breaching anything like that. I think I would be pretty good at.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a decent shot. Not I'm not a top gun, but I'm a decent shot, and I think I'd do okay.
Yeah.
We kind of already touched on who we thought the crossover would include, and that would be between Heath and the Morales family. Eric says, how do you feel about the new characters replacing others who have died? And I think I'm going to go, I really don't know, and I probably won't know until the characters that I like now
Are gone.
are gone.
So, like, who is that? Like, Rosita, Rick?
Olivia, listen, losing Olivia really sucked. Losing Abraham and Glenn really sucked.
Yeah.
But I never had a personal interview with either of those people to have their character, them as a person, grow on me, like CJ or Blaine or Jason or Peter or any of those guys.
Yeah.
So after this season, when those guys might possibly be wiped out and not there anymore after the war, I'll have a better answer for you then.
I think that's a fair question.
Yeah.
A fair response. I mean.
Yeah. Because you don't know who the replacements are going to be.
Yeah, I mean, like, Herschel always will be and always was one of my favorite characters to be on The Walking Dead. I think that he was such a huge contributor to his group. He tamed Rick when Rick needed to be tamed.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of stepped in and said, "Rick, you need to take a breather before you keep going on." And losing him was hard.
Mm-hmm.
But like we just talked about, Seth Gilliam, Father Gabriel, really stepped up to the plate in that aspect.
Yeah.
And no offense to Seth, actually, if anything, this is a huge credit to him. I hated Father Gabriel.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was a coward. I thought that he was gonna get someone killed that I liked, and I thought he was a huge liability on their part. But boom, he stepped up, and he's kind of kicking ass now, and he has stepped into this Herschel role that Rick has needed, almost like a president needs his vice president, or needs an advisor.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's how he is, and I a lot of respect for Seth for being able to portray that properly.
Mark Tucker says, your shirts get a lot of attention in Ohio thanks to my son Caleb.
That's Caleb. Yeah, Caleb.
Yeah,
Yep.
thank you very much, guys. Happy we were able to send all of you guys one.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm happy you guys wear them. Everyone who gets one, if you wear it, that's great. And if you wear it around town, or if you wear it to places and it gets some
attention.
kind of promotion out of it, we obviously appreciate it more than anything. Or if you just take it and you hang it like somewhere or whatever. Shit, I don't care if you put it on your dog. Whatever.
Still pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean it's still pretty cool. So thank you very much, Caleb, obviously, and Casey, and the whole family, Mr. Tucker, for wearing our shirts and stuff. The next question we have from Eric says, do you feel that any characters on the show are useless or not used to their potential? I don't think there's anybody that's useless.
Me either. I think everybody serves a purpose.
Yeah, and I think,
except Spencer. Fuck Spencer.
Yeah, Spencer didn't serve any purpose.
He was gutless.
I mean, as you can see, like right now, with the way Alexandria is forming together, the way that Rick is doing that, he's that whole community is becoming one, so to speak. Yeah, I don't see anybody
not being used for.
Yeah, I mean,
you know who I would say is being undermined?
Eric Listen, Gay, I think you might have had a couple beverages today because you have been.
It is Whiskey Wednesday.
It is Whiskey Wednesday. She says
Sorry.
Eric wants to eat Rosita. Okay. So, about that.
Well, anyways, going back to the question at hand.
Yeah.
I think that Carl is being undermined by his father.
Okay.
I think that Carl would make a really good leader of the group.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was kind of made apparent at the prison.
Right, when he told
By
him.
one of my favorite fucking scenes of that entire show.
Yeah.
Was him saying, Dad, I think you need to take a break. And he's like, what do you mean? He goes, from being the leader. You know, it's like...
Yeah.
Because it took a lot for him to acknowledge that his father is losing his grip on reality. And even though Rick has kind of gotten that back, I think the same way what we're seeing with Morgan.
Right.
Because I just went back and rewatched all of season 7. When Morgan is having these flashbacks of his son, and he's having all these different flashbacks of things that's happened to him.
Right.
It shows that his mental capacity is still a daily struggle that he goes on with. And I'm wondering if Rick is having the same issues.
Right.
Because at one point he was seeing his dead wife in the middle of the field, you know, and he was just losing his grip on reality. And I don't feel, I feel like, I mean, I feel comfortable saying this because I work in a hospital that deals with psychiatric issues. That stuff just doesn't go away. It doesn't disappear.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I highly doubt he's taking psychiatric medication. So, you know, how is he dealing with all that?
Right.
You know, so I'll be interested to see if that plays a future part in anything that goes on in the group, you know, of him losing his mind, literally.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, think about a world without any kind of drugs like that.
That's what I'm saying.
It's crazy.
I mean, we see it on a daily basis how much that
affects people.
And medication affects them in a positive way.
In a world without it.
You know what I mean?
Man, it's scary.
Yeah.
Lucy says, question, if you were a walker, who would you want to
Maggie.
kill? You want to kill Maggie?
My favorite character.
You want to kill your favorite character?
I want to be known for taking out my favorite character.
Okay. I don't know if I have to. Carol.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd want to take out Carol. She's a cougar.
But before you do it, you gotta be like, how's those flowers taste, bitch?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Just like walk up to her, be a zombie with a bouquet of flowers, and just like walk up to her.
Just beat her with the flowers.
Yeah, there's like a hidden, I don't know, mini bat or something inside of it.
Mini Lucille.
Linda says, question, guys, have you read the Walking Dead comic books?
I'm working on the first compendium. What the fuck it's called? Compendium.
I finished book 2. Do you have the first one?
I have the first one. I'm once I finish the first one, I'm gonna borrow the second one from you.
I finished book 2. I have not been able to start book 3 yet. I want to really bad, but
we don't have much downtime.
Yeah, there hasn't been much time yet to really start book 3.
Well, maybe this week there'll be a little more time.
So yes, we definitely read the comics, Linda. That's for sure. Oh boy, I always.
This is why I touch the tech stuff. I agree with Gay. Spencer's a douche.
Yeah, definitely. Spencer is a douche. Do we have anything else here? Blaine, thank you for stopping in. I know you probably left, but thank you for
Appreciate
stopping
it, man.
in.
Seriously.
You know what? I'm a little hurt right now.
Why?
And I'm hoping maybe someone just did it by accident. Do you see what I see? Anywhere on this screen? Maybe a small little icon. Really? You don't see anything on that screen that bothers you? And you're kind of wondering why?
No. Rip.
You know? I'm.
Were we that bad?
I don't know.
I don't think we've ever had a dislike on one of our videos.
I'm kind of like maybe it was an accident. I'm kind of like my heart just kind of like went. It's sad right now.
I don't know how we go forward from this point.
It's so sad.
Not to be dramatic, but I mean, it's like, you know, it's like.
I'll take the criticism. I'll take your criticism, whoever that might be out there. It's fine. We just weren't your
What your cup of tea?
we weren't your cup of tea tonight, and that's okay. Yeah.
I thought you disappeared.
Let me see. Who are you afraid will be killed? Well,
Judith.
Look, really?
I don't want to see a baby go.
But they've killed kids before.
Yeah, but not that young.
What about the
She's a
kid?
toddler.
What about the zombie kid that Rick shot in the first season?
She was at least like
Dude, she's big
7
now.
or 8.
She's big now. When you see season 8, she's growing a little bit. She's like
who, Judith? Well, I know because they're doing a time jump,
Yeah.
which I mean is probably going to be abundantly clear. But
yeah.
yeah, but still, I mean, she's still got to be like 2 years old,
Yeah.
probably.
I know we do, Michelle. Thank you very much. There's always you got to look.
Hey,
at
we
it.
got 12. We got 12.
Oh, we have 12.
Look at
Good.
See, Eric wants a shirt so he can wear it to set.
Well, Eric, we'll hit you up in the DMs.
Yeah.
And we'll get your info. I'm gonna go with Michonne. Michonne has been, and I talk about her entry scene all the time about how it's my all-time favorite, and it's straight out of the comic. It's amazing, where she appears in the woods with Andrea, and she's been there for so long, and just I think to see her go would just be devastating for me.
Mm.
So yeah, my answer would be Michonne.
You know, it's funny you say that too because with my group of friends / family that I watch The Walking Dead with, my best friend's father watches with us, and he is a huge Michonne fan.
Mm-hmm.
Like that is his only favorite character. And I actually ended up giving when Oscar sent us the prints.
Yeah.
I gave him my Michonne print because I know he loves her that much as a character.
okay.
So I was like, you know, here's a present for you, and I gave it to him as an early birthday present, and he loved it. And so I don't want to be in the room on that episode when or if she dies.
Yeah.
Because he'll be pissed.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't want to hear that.
And
So
you know, Casey brought up a good one too. Was Carol? You know, Carol has been. Carol, her character reminds me so much of how I picture my mom being in the apocalypse. My mom loves to cook.
oh, absolutely. I could see your mom like
My
that
mom-
so much.
My mom loves to cook, but yet
Shout out to you, Mrs. Hilarious,
she would be
because
so good at playing stupid and just like what? Like, oh yeah, I just bake cookies.
Kind
you
of
know what I
like
mean?
what happened when she arrived at the kingdom, and she's she's sitting with a guy folding clothes, and she's
Yeah.
like, "There's dinner cobbler." Like,
yeah,
the
it's
fuck?
Pete's cobbler or whatever. Like,
whatever the fuck she said.
Yeah.
Oh, there's lunch cobblers.
Yeah.
He goes, "We get cobbler for every meal," and she's just like playing along, like, and she's probably thinking like, "What a fucking idiot."
probably.
Yeah, no. Which would be your mother.
You're right. So yeah, I mean, my Carol, yeah, absolutely. That I guess there's, when you think about where this show is going to end up one day, I honestly I don't want a Sunday without it.
Yeah.
I don't want it to end.
I mean, every show has its
Yeah,
end point. Like Game of Thrones is a huge one for me, and this is their final season coming up, season 8. But I mean, I hope Walking Dead has a very long and prosperous run.
Yeah.
I hope they really kind of when they end it, I really hope they end it in a very fulfilling way. I don't want to just see it get canceled and we're left with like 20 million cliffhangers.
Mhm.
I don't want to see that.
No, not at all. Not at all. This is Eric says certain people keep telling me Enid is useless. She was locked in a closet for a while.
Michelle, Enid holds Carl's hand. That's about it.
Yeah.
Well, her and Carl awkwardly kiss too. So I mean,
There's been so much speculation about her though, and where everyone.
I think she's a mole.
That's what a lot of people think.
I think she's a mole for the Saviors.
Yeah. Listen, anything's possible with these guys writing it.
Yeah.
They make anything happen.
I know we've talked about it before, but that is my solid theory that Enid is a traitor.
Yeah.
Kind of like if you watched Young Justice, the TV show about the proteges of the Justice League.
Yeah.
And Artemis, who was the protege of Green Arrow, she turns out to be a traitor amongst the group, and she's just getting intel on the Justice League and the Young Justice. And
Okay.
Kind of like that. That's how I see her.
Gotcha. All
Yeah.
right. Well, we do have Eric has a Marvel DC question for
Yep.
us.
Mhm.
Eric says, "How do you feel about the major changes made to Marvel and DC?" Now, I'm thinking Eric. Do you mean the character stuff, like where they're going to fade out Iron Man and it's going to become Iron Man's now going to be a woman.
Thor's now a woman.
Jane
Foster.
Jane Foster. Yeah. So if you're talking about that kind of stuff,
Thought.
if you're talking about that, I'm very tired. If you're talking about those type of things with the changes being made, I personally don't have a problem with it. Look, we've all grown, I'm sure, to love like Robert Downey Jr. and I know that they've been talking about the Hulk a lot and where his storyline has just
Well,
kind of
in the
he's become
comics
more
he's
of a-
done multiple things, and they just did the Weapon X program with
Right.
him where they infuse him with Wolverine's claws
yeah.
in the comics. I know that.
So I mean, he's one of those characters though that he's been kind of like this kind of dangling and dropped here and there to like make things spicy. You know what I mean? Like it's the Hulk and it's a fight scene. Here you go. But I mean, I'm okay with it. Look, everything has to evolve, and I did go British for a sec there, Lucy. You're right. I guess I did.
I do have to say, I started watching The Gifted, which is
how do you feel about the major changes
from
in
the show from the comics?
Oh, okay.
The Gifted, really good show, and it's the first time that Marvel Television and Fox Network have gotten together and done a X-Men live-action TV show. And what's really cool about this is if you've watched Legion, which was a Marvel Television production not done with Fox, they do not specify that Legion is a mutant because they can't. In this new TV show, they specifically use the word mutant. In the second episode, they drop X-Men, the name X-Men, the Brotherhood, which is Magneto's group.
Yeah.
They even say, they even mentioned Omega and Alpha level threats, meaning like mutant powers and how they grade their powers. So very cool to see. I'm really hoping that this new cohesion between Fox and Marvel really churns something out for the X-Men as far as Infinity War. I highly doubt it will, but I'm kind of hoping that maybe they'll pop in after Infinity War if the Marvel Cinematic Universe keeps going, which I hope it will.
Was it me and you that were talking about that today with Thanos and stuff and how he's been captured but they're gonna he's trying to convince them like, hey, let me help you kind of thing now. Yeah, so there's they got to put a spin on it eventually.
Yep.
Comics, unfortunately, as times have changed, you kind of like children. When I grew up, comics were great.
Same.
I don't hear too many kids going, "Hey, take me to the comic book store anymore." It's, "Hey, bring me to GameStop."
I do have to say though, when I went to New York Comic Con, it was very cool to see the amount of parents that were like my age and Chris's age that were bringing their kids, and I mean like 8, 7, 6-year-olds that were there, and they were dressed up in costumes, and they knew actual things about their comic book characters, and I'm like, that's really cool to see that's still a thing.
Yeah.
Especially with everything being behind a phone nowadays, or being behind a computer screen. I think that's phenomenal. And I'll always say this too. I think Marvel makes better movies than TV shows, and I think DC makes better TV shows than movies. I think that's a fair assumption. And I think they're both amazing at making comics.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Linda
chimed in. She said, "Guys, do you agree with the Savior's brutal methods?"
They're doing what they needed to survive.
If you're speaking of Negan and his specific leadership things, there's certain things that he does stand for that I would stand for, and that would be no rape.
Yeah.
Obviously, I wouldn't.
Some form of organization.
Yeah.
Some kind of structure to his society that he has.
Right.
I mean, I agree with that.
Right.
There's punishments for violating that.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd be burning people's faces with an iron
or throwing them into the fire.
Yeah, if I demanded that this dude's wife be my wife, but she don't love me, but she can't be with her husband, but I'm gonna burn his face off for her wanting to be with that kind of stuff. No, I guess you could say I'm 50-50 on it, Linda. On some of the things they do are necessary, and some are definitely not necessary. does there have to be in that type of world? Does there have to be types of brutality? Absolutely. There has to be. The type of world, if you imagine yourself being in that type of world, especially as a woman, and no knock, I'm not knocking women, but most women are not upper body strength strong. Most women are not trained in weapons or anything like that. And even most men aren't. But I guess you could say it's almost more second nature for a male to become primal than it is for a woman to become primal. And it's a territorial thing, I guess you could say, where you have that primal instinct where my family, mine, this is mine, and I will kill you for it. I will do whatever I have to do to protect it. So I guess maybe in that aspect, in that type of environment, in that world, if you're going to protect your family, if Linda, if you were my mom, I'm going to do everything I have to do. If I have to kill 10 people, I'm going to kill 10 people to make sure that you stay alive another day. Not saying that the saviors go about it that way, but I'm just talking about brutality in general. So,
I don't specifically agree with the methods, but he gets results.
Yeah.
You know, he gets things done.
Yeah. Melissa McBride can prove well, I like I said, it's not pertaining to everybody at all. I was just speaking in general, in generalities, obviously. But and listen, there's women out there that can outshoot me, everything me, probably beat me down, beyond recognition. That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not ashamed to say it or admit it. So yeah, I mean, yeah, we were kind of hoping Hercules was going to be able to chime in. I tried to get him on tonight, but yeah, he's been busy working.
Yeah.
But he's watching football. I know. All right, guys. Well, look, we're going to cut this. It's 9 a.m. here.
We're an hour and a half in right now.
Wow. It's 9 p.m. here. I'm sure it's into the 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, and some of you people out there and over across the pond. This was a lot of fun. I think this is something we should probably do again in the future.
Oh yeah, I agree.
We can get more people on board with Skype, or we
For
can
the record, I think I should mention this just because we have a lot of UK people right now.
Yeah.
I just started watching the show on Netflix.
Which
It's
one?
called Traffic Cops.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Cops, but in the UK.
Okay.
It's phenomenal watching it.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
You can get this on Netflix?
Yeah, I don't think there's only one season, but it's actually hysterical watching. There's a lot of funny banter that I now understand because of people like Lucy.
Yeah, great. And they run around calling everybody twats.
No, but
Twat. You're a twat.
say 2:05 a.m. She
Yeah.
said in the UK.
Yeah. So thank you, everybody. Oh wait, no, I mean the Walking Dead comics versus the TV show. Oh. He wrote Marvel and DC.
No, he asked a question about
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure he did.
Real quick though, well, yeah, I mean, actually, I like the comics more than I like the show, I guess, in ways.
I prefer the show personally.
Well, I mean, you always like the show because it's played out for you. When you're reading the comic book, you have to make the scene.
He definitely meant the Walking Dead comics. I just had Marvel and DC on the brain. My better. But,
it's all Mr. fucking Marvel DC over here. So yeah, I like because the comic can be more gory. The comic can, and I don't mind gore. I don't mind gore at all. So the comic can be more gore. Obviously, the vocabulary is a lot different from the show. Which I did hear that they're going to change that this coming season. We'll hear
Yes.
the word fuck.
I can't wait to hear Negan say fuck.
Well, we're going to hear Negan say fuck in there. So that'll be cool. Eric, we'll hit you up. We'll see. We'll get you a shirt. I don't know what we have left. We'll have new shirts coming in a couple of weeks, guys. Our shirts that we're getting, if you go to Walker Stalker Con, New Jersey, we'll be there with our shirts. If some of you guys can make it, come and see us. We'll be there live with our man Oscar and hanging out with him at his table. We're going to be doing videos. I'm not sure we're going to have enough technical support there to hook up everything like the way we do. But we'll definitely record. We'll go live on Periscope. We'll go live on Facebook. We'll go live any possible way we can.
But we'll tweet it all out and let you guys know ahead of time where we'll be and how to reach us. You know, we want you guys to see that and be part of it, so we'll let you know.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously that's not until December, but we're trying to really hype that up. We want you guys, if you can come see us and hang out, take some photos, whatever, and we'll have a good time. Guys, thank you very much.
Later,
Peace
guys.
out as always. Stay safe out there. Later.
It's always awkward trying to end this because I got to go to like 12 different pages to do this.